What's going on, family? Today I'm coming back with a little short video, this time a little bit different, and it's on regards of my broker, the broker that I've been using since 2020, and that is Hugosway. So today I'm gonna be sharing a little experience that I had with them last week, which unfortunately I had to leave the broker and try to find another broker now, because of the problem that I had with them last week, the 28th of this month. So I know I have seen a lot of videos on YouTube of people explaining why they left the broker, why they don't use them anymore, but they don't really show proof on what was the problem that caused that for them to make the decision of leaving basically the broker. So this time I myself I'm gonna share proof of the things that happened to me last week, and that is the main reason I'm deciding to leave the broker for another broker at the moment. So last week I decided to open a couple of trades, one of my small accounts, so I have like 3 accounts with them. Thankfully I didn't open no positions on my big accounts. I only opened 2 positions on my small account of about $4,500, that account. So I opened 2 lots, different time, with them on Euro US dollar, New York section. I was in profit about, I say 50 pips in combined, because I was at $1,500 up on both of the positions that I have with them. So after I placed the order, everything went smooth. Now the time of me closing the trade, I couldn't close the trade. Even me placing the stop loss above my entry levels that I have with them. So I'm gonna share a little clip of everything that I did at the moment of closing the position to try to close it, but unfortunately I couldn't close the position because they say their excuse is the liquidity provider problem. So I'm gonna share a little screen to you guys as well, a little clip of the message they sent out to me 60 minutes after my trades were closed. So it took 60 minutes for that trade to close, since the moment I tried to close the initial position. So look at this video, guys, and you're gonna tell me if you have experienced this before, and this is something that been happening lately, based on the comments that I have seen. But look at the videos and you guys gonna see what really happened. So as you can see, guys, was the 2 position I had open. As you can see, I'm trying there really hard to close all my position because I'm already comfortable with the profits. I already placed the stop loss above the entry levels before trying to close the positions. And as you can see here, I'm trying really hard, even though you see the stop loss there on top of my positions, that they're not closing by itself. They're not closing by itself. So I'm closing them manually, basically, to see what I can do. And as you can see, it say off quotes. That means the excuse they have, it was a liquidity provider problem. But that's not my problem. I want to secure my money. I want to be done for the day. So that excuse of liquidity provider problem, it's not my fault. So my concern was, well, if it didn't secure profits at the stop loss and it goes into drawdown, what's really going to happen with that money? Well, all right, guys, so as you can see, based on my screen recorded clips that I share with you guys, unfortunately there was nothing that I could do to close my trades. There's literally nothing that you can do when something like this happens. Again, they say that they have over 50 liquidity providers that work with them, but at the same time, if they had 50 liquidity providers that work with them, something like this was not going to happen. You can call it liquidity providers or market makers. So something like this don't happen on regulated brokers, because I use them as well. So based on the video that I share, make the decision if you're gonna open an account with them, because like I said before, something like this can happen to you with any account size. This time I was able to close my position in profits and able to withdraw all my money from them. And now that I have it on my bank account, I'm deciding to share my experience with them over the past couple of years. Yes, sometimes I've been having some headaches to make withdrawal with them because of the regulation third parties, a company like PayRedeem or Below have, which I'm gonna share on a second video on things that you should look out before deciding to open a account with Hugosway. That was my experience. If you want to keep using them, if you had no problem using with them, or if you have no capital that you are willing to lose, so keep using them. I had no problems with them before, but this happened to me last week, and I cannot take a second chance on my big basically account that I have with them. So that is the reason why I decided to leave the broker, and now I'm looking for another broker. So if you have a good broker that it's unregulated that I can use in the US, please leave it down in the comments so I can take a look at it. At the moment I'm funded as well with a different prop firm, so I don't really have the rush to use my own capital to trade. But if you have any unregulated brokers, please leave it down below. So thank you guys, see you next time.